Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Oilers coming in at 1-4, going up against the Bills, who come in at 3. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago is it's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've been in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. It's Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor's always been a worker, always seeking an opportunity, and one finally came to him in Buffalo, and he seized it.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. William Hayes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Henry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he locates Walker, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Third and long for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. When halftime rolls around and just will send you to Orlando, you will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just some... A first down carry for Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Bridgewater now on second down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the back. Kowski for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first and down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw again is Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. Physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Completion left side to Miller. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Second down, Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Oilers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Bills didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Down to late in the first, Davis able to get open here, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 7. First and 10, Henry's going to cruise off the right side, and he'll run it in from 10 yards out. Bills now late in the second. That puts them on top by 14. Benjamin's wide open, able to make the grab, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he stopped on the play. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. Staying late in the second. Under pressure here, the ball is picked off. White's going to run it all the way back for the score. Bills cut the deficit to 4. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Houston for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Let's go.
Bridgewater on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch time. Tight end right. Set. Wait, name.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now Bridgewater is still down. Looks like he was shaken up there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
A give to Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Right. He's tight right here. Set. P19.
On second down, here's Henry. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch tight end. Set.
Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Castle. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now we're going to have a timeout called here by the offense as they'll get together on the sideline and talk this one over.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now Castle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. We get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Delaney Walker, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal going to him, it's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go.
Play action, it's Taylor. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fresh set of downs here. Taylor. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And an alley to run. Still shedding tackles. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They'll look to throw. Fights off the defender. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now out comes Houston. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Delaney Walker in the final minute. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The point after try for Gostkowski. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now out comes Houston. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the...
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Come on, let's go.
One last shot for Taylor, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the home team here, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.